Hey guys, in today's video I want to tell you my thoughts and how I feel about Eve Audio SC208, the big speakers that I've been trying for almost 3 weeks. A lot of you guys asked me for a review. This video is not sponsored, I'm not being paid. I've got the speaker for testing from a local dealer here in Romania. I have to take them back, which sucks. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please subscribe, hit that notification button, drop a like, leave a comment with suggestions. Let's get into the video. So before letting you know my thoughts and how I feel about the speakers, I want to tell you a few technical stuff. As you can see, this is a two-way speaker, so we have the tweeter and the woofer. This is a 8-inch woofer, so this is the larger model. SC stands for silver comb. The tweeter is a ribbon tweeter, AMT tweeter, air motion transformer. It goes pretty high. This is one thing that I was worried about. I'm not really used to this type of tweeter, but I had no issue. Inside the speaker we have high resolution DSP. We can control a lot of functionality via this knob right here. I've used it in flat mode, and for a week I've used it with the bass removed just a touch because the room is pretty small. Due to the fact that this is a 8-inch speaker, the frequency response goes down to 36 Hz. For mixing, that's amazing. You don't need a subwoofer to check your mixes. This is not a speaker for a really small room. For my room, it's not ideal. The build quality is pretty great, and I can testify to that because the pair of speakers that I have on loan are from a local dealer. Was using this pair that I have for live events, so they were carried around a lot, thrown around, and as you can see, they are in a pretty good shape. We have some dents here and there, but that's expected for a demo pair. I've heard a lot of people complaining about the fact that this knob right here is not metal, but like I said, this pair is a demo pair used for live events. The fact that this knob is still standing, it testifies that it's well built. It can resist a lot of abuse. Another nice thing is that we have this magnetic quad and we can protect the tweeter, which is pretty nice when you move them around or when you have people in the studio. Let me move the speaker around and I will show you what's in the back. In the back we have a rectangular bass port. I didn't have that much issues with the bass port, and I've used the speaker pretty close to the wall. I have a few controls for the DSP. You can lock those settings. We have a balanced analog input and unbalanced, so that's nice. You have two options. Then we have the power connection, and that's it from the back. So now that we have all the technical stuff out of the way, I want to tell you how I've used the speakers and what I think about them. In my opinion, this is a great speaker. It sounds really nice and I didn't have any issue with it. I'm coming from a pair of Neumann's 5-inch woofer. I'm missing a lot of bass on those, so when switching to the Eves, the difference was night and day. I could hear the kick, I could hear low frequency problems, I could balance everything pretty easy in the low frequency. Unfortunately, the room that I'm in, it's pretty small and these speakers are just big bad boys. They really don't fit the room. Because the room is small and because the speaker have a lot of bass, I had to mix at a pretty low level, lower than I'm used to. I don't mix that high, but I had to keep the Eves much lower than I wanted to. I would love to try the 207 and see how that works, or even 205 as a replacement for the Neumann. That's not a problem with the speaker, it's just a problem with the room. You have to think about the room and you have to think about how the room will react to the speaker. The speaker have a really sweet sound. I've enjoyed using them as a second pair of speakers. The position that I had the speaker is not amazing. I had them a bit too far apart. That messed with the stereo image in my sweet spot. If I moved just a touch back, the stereo image is nice. You can pinpoint everything in the mix. You can do some really subtle panning when switching to the Neumann's. Everything translated pretty great. So in terms of being able to mix on them, I had no issues. This is a great speaker to mix on. The top end from the ribbon tweeter, it's very nice. I usually switch to the Eves when I was mixing with reverbs, with delays, when I was trying to hear the tail. You have a different level of details in the ribbon tweeter. Could listen to the speakers for a lot of hours without getting tired, without needing breaks that often. Another great thing is that I love listening to music on them. They sound pretty pretty big, a major plus. I'm really sad that I have to take them back. I hope that in the future maybe I could get the smaller version of this speaker and try it out and see if I can incorporate it in my workflow, in my studio. For music production, for beat makers, I think this is a real contender because it has a lot of bass, it's punchy, you hear a lot of details in the top end, in the bottom end, a nice stereo image. Overall, I think this is a great speaker. You should try it out if you have the opportunity. Try the speaker in your room, because the decision should be made by listening to the speaker in your room. That's pretty important. And I think that's everything I have to say about the Eves. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, hit that notification button, drop a like, leave a comment with suggestions. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, join our Facebook group, it's called Mix Talk. See you guys next time.